fun is this? Hi everyone, I'm Gina from Gina K Designs, and it's great to see all of you here tonight. We are so excited because tonight we're celebrating you. You are 200,000 subscribers, and we are so honored, blessed, and we feel so grateful that you guys show up for us week after week here on our YouTube channel. To buy more than one pack of these because they only had 1 0 in each pack. I guess these are supposed to be ages, and unless you hit 100, I guess they didn't think to put a second one in. So I'm excited to have these. Some of these are from our SCT event that we did, and then others I added in. So this is my big decorating for for the year here on my YouTube channel. Well, I thought I would start by telling you a little bit. You know, I have a bunch of pictures that I didn't even send to Tom, but I thought I would share a few things. Tom, do we have that camera in here somewhere?
Yes.
All right. I want to show you our original camera that we started with when we started doing this. So I'll tell you a little bit about how we got started on YouTube. So I had been making videos on something called Google Video. This was before YouTube was even a thing. I was doing little Gamsol and odorless, or colored pencils and odorless mineral spirits videos, and putting them up on Google Video. And at some point, Google Video actually turned into YouTube. But I started my channel way back on another platform called Vimeo. I don't know if those of you remember Vimeo, but Vimeo was like a little more, had better quality video because you paid to be on Vimeo. So I started my YouTube channel on Vimeo, and then I used YouTube as a backup. I thought if anything ever happened to Vimeo, or, you know, if I just couldn't afford it anymore, I didn't want to lose all those videos. So I would put my videos up on Vimeo, and then I would put them also on YouTube just as a backup place. Well, you know, time went on and YouTube got better and better and better. And then ultimately YouTube became the big thing where everybody was hanging out. And we kind of switched our focus to YouTube, which was a free platform, and we stopped putting our videos on Vimeo. So I want to show, I brought this very first camera looked like. So you guys know today you can make a tremendous video on an iPhone. And a lot of the content creators that you watch today are using iPhones, they're using iPads, they're using Galaxy phones, and they're recording high quality HD, sometimes 4K video on those devices. But when Tom and I started this channel, I think it was 16 years ago, we didn't have anywhere near that technology. So before I go on, I do want to bring Tom in. So Tom, come on in and say hi to everybody. Hey!
Yippee!
How are you doing?
I'm better, much better than horrible. And let's see if I can do this. Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so
ready?
Yeah, we did bring the champagne tonight. We got a bottle of champagne, and Tom opened it right before we went on. I hope you guys have some fruit salad or some champagne, too.
Clink the glasses. Ready?
Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. Very nice. So maybe by the end of tonight's show, I'll be a little bit tipsy, and we'll see how many more things we can give away. So, Tom, do you remember you had to go to a place called Full Compass Systems?
Yes.
That was in Madison, Wisconsin, and they did, what kinds of events did Full Compass do?
What kind of events?
Yeah, they did the equipment for big events like the inauguration and things like that.
They supplied equipment. They're very formidable, big dealer of musical stuff.
Yeah. And so we wanted to have really good quality equipment because back then the only thing that people had were like camcorders, and they were real low def compared to what they are today. If you ever go back and look at your videos of your kids that you made even 20 years ago, they're just blurry and they're like, VHS-y. And so we wanted to get the best that we possibly could. So we went and we talked to Full Compass, and we said, we want something similar to what they use in news stations. And this is what we had to buy. We had to buy 2 of these. This was the kind of camera. Do I look like a newscaster going on like?
Just like.
I'll get the story. Don't worry, boss. So we had to buy 2 of these, and we had one on a big boom stand up above, shooting down, and then we had one on a big stand in front of us. And even this, if you go back and watch our very first videos, they're not HD. They're not bad. They let in a lot. This camera lets in a lot of light, and it was good, but it wasn't HD. And today, if you bought this, and these cameras were like $5,000 a camera. I mean, they were really expensive. And today, if you bought this, it wouldn't give you anywhere near the quality as this little iPhone. So we were really trying to be as good as we could back then, but man, you know, it's come a long way, right? I know, it's so big. It does look crazy. And so we started our YouTube channel in our living room at home, right, Tom?
Yes, we did.
And what was how old were Alicia and Rena when we started the YouTube channel? Rena was about, what, like 9?
Yes.
Maybe? 9, and Alicia was 11?
Yep.
And so we would record all of our videos because there wasn't live technology back then. We would record all of our videos. And when we would record a video, we would have to run upstairs. We'd have to tell the kids to go to their rooms and be quiet. And they weren't allowed to go to the bathroom because the sound of the flushing would come through the walls, you know, the pipes, and you could hear them flush the toilet on the video. And they'd be like, Mom, Dad, and we'd be like, it's only 10 minutes. Just give us 10 minutes. We've got to record this video. Because back then, the longest video you could upload on YouTube was 10 minutes, right?
Wow.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
Gosh, we did a video on how to thread a sewing machine and how to sew on a sewing machine, and it took 4 parts. We had to do 4 videos because each video had to be 10 minutes long, and that was the most that we could do. So YouTube has come a long way, that's for sure. And we've come a long way. And today we were sitting at lunch together and we were talking about how many different locations we've had our studio. How many, Tom?
Okay, so the first was did we do the first in our house?
Yep, the first one was in the house.
In our living room, right? Or no, the dining room?
No, it was in the kind of the living room.
Okay, second was in our location in McFarland, right?
Yep.
And then it was in did we do 2 locations in McFarland or just the one?
I don't remember. All I remember is we counted earlier today and we've been in 10 different locations.
Okay.
So we have moved the studio 10 times, and we just built a little home studio, which a couple weeks ago we did a live from our home studio, which was super fun. So 11 times we've set up a studio. Right?
Yeah, that's a lot of tripping on wires and stepping on things like as bad as Legos, you know, like little microphone holders and cord ends and things to
Yeah, and it's and you know what? Kudos to you, Tom, because you're the one that figured everything out. I couldn't have done this without you, so I appreciate you so much. In the beginning, we would make the video together, and Tom edited all the videos. So he would go and edit everything. And then as time went on, I started to edit the videos, and then we started to go live.
Yeah, and I read at least one manual or 2, but most of the time it was just trying to figure it out.
Just trying to wing it. Yeah.
Sometimes while the live was going on or the video was being recorded.
It's so true. But it was so much fun, and so much fun leading up to this. And then the videos started to evolve over the years, and then back in maybe 2016, I guess it was 2016, maybe 2017, I'm trying to think. Yeah, 2017, Rena and I started to go live every Monday night together while she was in college. So Rena went to the University of Minnesota, and she would set up her studio in her little apartment up there, and I would go live in my studio, and we used a program, an online service called Be Live. And it was the first service. It didn't do HD or anything like that. And we would use iPhones because it was the only way you could connect to the internet. You know, we didn't have these fancy systems that everybody is using today. And so we would put one iPhone in a stand like this, and then we would have one iPhone out in front. And we would have to plug in headphones to block the microphone, or else it would feed back and you'd get a weird feedback loop. You guys, some of you must remember those, right? And every time, right before we would go on, Rena and I would say, okay, please God, make it work. Please God, make it work. Help us, Lord. We do a little prayer because so often things would freeze and it wouldn't work. But we started going live way long ago, like back in 2017 when it was just kind of cutting edge technology. And Rena and I we called it, I forget what we called the show, but we actually won an award for the best online crafting show, best online live crafting show. We won an award called the Be Live Award. So that was super fun and quite an honor. And then as time went on, the technology got better and lives, well, I think the pivotal point of lives for me was the week that the world shut down with COVID-19. That is when I didn't know what to do. I was kind of freaking out. And the only thing I could think to do was craft. That was the only thing I could think to do. And I thought, everybody must feel as scared as I feel. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go live, and I'm going to go live 3 nights a week. We're going to go live every Monday night, Wednesday night, and Friday night. And we're just going to do this for as long as it takes. We're going to have that 1 hour, hour and a half, 3 times a week where we can all craft together. Nothing was ever planned. I would just grab what I had. I asked people, please don't buy anything because I don't have anything to sell. I have no people at work. Everybody's home. Just use what you have. And we went live 3 times a week. And then once the world opened back up, this was kind of a regular thing. And we were all enjoying each other's company. And so we continued to do live videos. And that's kind of where we are today.
And remember, all the years leading up to that, we managed to do quite a few live shows and stamping events and met many of you out there in the field and had great fun with many different kinds of events all across the country.
Yeah, we traveled all across the country and did shows. Rena and I traveled all across the country and did classes. We had a retail store in Greendale and met so many of you who came in and traveled to Greendale, and it was so nice. And Tom and I just got back last night, from Canada. We had a fantastic time. We were at the Crop and Inspire event in the Toronto area in Markham, and we got to meet hundreds and hundreds of amazing crafters, and we loved every minute of it. And I hope some of you are here tonight because we had so much fun, and we don't do that very much. So it was great, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
We had a lot of laughs and a lot of excitement.
Yeah. So tonight, I want to talk about what we're going to do. We are going to drink champagne. So if you have any champagne or you have any wine or anything like that, make sure you make a toast to you, because you are the reason why we have 200,000 subscribers. You are the reason why we have any kind of success in this industry. It's all because of you, and we know that without you, we're nothing. So to all of you out there, thank you all so much. We love you and we appreciate you.
Raise your smoothie.
Raise your smoothie, raise your Diet Coke, raise your whatever you're drinking. Okay, so tonight we have so many prizes. I can't believe it. So many of my friends in the industry called me today and asked me if they could donate a prize. We weren't going to do that at all. We didn't originally think that we were going to have sponsors, but we actually have sponsors tonight. And we have so many Gina K Designs prizes to give away as well. So with that in mind, what you need to do in order to enter to win is just to leave a comment. Now, whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, it doesn't matter. Just leave a comment in the chat because that is going to get you into the drawing. And we are going to draw all of the names tonight from the live chat. And we get the whole live chat. So right now I can see all of you saying hi from Facebook. I can see people coming in from YouTube. Haven't seen anybody make a comment on Twitch yet. That doesn't mean it's not happening. It's just the chat is really moving fast. So, and then Tom is going to make a card tonight. Tom, are you there? Come on in. What's your plan? What's your plan tonight? Do you have a plan?
I have no plan. Maybe a little bit of a plan based on one of our impromptu team at-home crafting sessions.
Okay, all right.
One of two that has occurred that way over the last 20 years.
I did see those samples on the craft table earlier today, and so I thought I would dress appropriately. Yeah. Right?
Great.
Okay. So Tom's going to make a card, and everybody's been asking you to make a card for a year. And we keep telling everybody that you will, so tonight you're actually going to do it.
Yeah, this is a card that is based on a card that I just totally came up with on my own in just lurking about Gina's craft space, and we'll talk more about that process.
Okay. All right. And then we're going to have Tom make a card. Then we'll give away a couple prizes. Then I'm going to make a card inspired by Tom's card. And if you guys want to make a card out there inspired by Tom's card, we would love you to do that too. So that's tonight's challenge. Make a card inspired by what Tom makes tonight and post it either in our Facebook group, or if you are on Facebook, you can use the hashtag Gina K Designs, or you can put it on Instagram and use the hashtag Gina K Designs. And we are going to find all of your cards, and we're going to choose a winner of that challenge. And that person, that winner, is going to win a $100 gift card to Gina K Designs. So you've got time. You don't have to do this tonight, but if you want to play along tonight, you certainly can. But first we've got to see what Tom makes, and then we'll see what I can come up with. But we're all going to be inspired by Tom tonight. And then we will announce the winner of that challenge over the weekend. How's that? So we'll give you the rest of the week. We'll give you even Saturday, and we'll announce that challenge winner on Sunday on our Facebook page, and here on my YouTube channel, I will announce it on the tab that says posts. So you can come right to my YouTube channel, hit posts, and I'll make the announcement in both places. And that lucky challenge winner is going to win a $100 Gina K Designs gift card. But that is just one prize of so many fun prizes tonight. All right, Tom. Well, I think it's your turn to come over here.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to kick it off because we need you to make a card in order for me to be inspired by your card.
Okay, so we put the switch screen up. Something that will just, we're going to make the...
Yeah, just come on up here and then I'll head over there.
Oh, okay.
All right, and I'm going to I'll just take this with me. Yes. You don't mind that, do you? And Tom, I brought you a stool over here because I think your head would be outside of the screen. So, come on over.
Okay.
All right, he's coming. He's bringing us champagne, too. Do you want me to leave this for you? You might need it through... Oh, okay. Yes, he does. All right, we'll leave the champagne here. So here's Tom, everybody. Out of the dead space and into the bright space. Look how bright it is over here.
So intimidating.
Are you ready? Oh, we should do a toast right here.
A toast.
A toast to all of them. Thank you, guys. All right. Okay. Okay. Well, if you need headphones?
I don't know. Do I?
I don't know. I might groan, so you might want to hear it. All right.
No groaning. Okay. Your mic has to go up
I can do that.
if you're going to use those big headphones. All right, so this card technique, if I can call it that, came about. As I said, Gina was working at home, and maybe you were playing, just making cards and working up some of your elements. And I wandered in, and so many times, she said, come on, let's do this together or something like that. It was tough for me to get started because, she has these tools and things all set out in different places, and you can't just start grabbing things and using them. So instead of going for tools and things and stamp sets and trying to figure out which stamp sets go together and then I'm rifling through her boxes of things and you could feel the tension building. And I just got a few sheets, like scrap sheets that were laying around. And I started cutting them up in little geometric shapes. And I pick another color and just cut the corner off, cut pieces off, cut maybe a little bit bigger pieces in the paper cutters. And then I took a different color, did the same thing. So I had, at some point, a pile of what I call shards. You can hit the overhead if you like there.
Oh, yeah. So give me a second here, because it is really dark here in the dead space.
So I've got these little pieces of geometric shapes. Here we go. They're just, I call them shards of little, and I kind of like these things. I like these shapes. I don't know, what should we call this technique? Maybe something like the Neo Pop Geo card technique, because geometric shapes are the basis for it. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I did, and I just started putting shapes together, and ended up. So she got interested and started giving me a few things to work with. Like one of them was a dauber. I love daubers, awesome, and a simple stencil. This is the masks and fillers stencil. Yeah, one of my favorites. And I think this is a great way if someone that wants to craft with you, or you'd like to invite them to craft with you, maybe one of your kids or grandkids, your golden retriever, or heaven forbid, your spouse. It's a great way to get started with like their own stash of things to use, and minimal stuff. And you just start to finish, you're busy just putting things together. So this is what I did. Okay, so.
Did you say golden retriever?
If you're golden retriever, yes, and that was the last one before the spouse. So, okay, so I start with the basic white. So often that is your choice, right? To start with?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to use, I didn't originally use this, but I'm going to use the sticky mat, right? Because I don't want to totally diverge from the classic ways here. All right, what are you doing here?
I need this. I need a piece of paper.
Okay. All right, back in the dead space, you.
I'm back in the dead space.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to start with this, and don't have too much in mind. I don't have too much in mind, But I do know that I want to keep the upper left-hand corner fairly clear, because that's where I think I'm going to put part of the greeting. Okay, so, wow, I've got brand new, look at that, brand new things to use too. Okay, so, just want a basic background, and it's going to be all just combinations of random geometric shapes. And one of them is the circle. So, always wanted to do this. Here we go. And this is, what color is this? This is red velvet. Okay. Really lathering it up here. Okay. I think that's pretty good. And I am going to just do one of these. And one of these. Okay. That's enough of that. Let's see. Yeah. And I'm going to move. And I just like something about black and red to start off with that was very compelling to me. So, okay. Getting into it here now. Black. Another dauber. Make it sing. Lather that baby up. Good. Okay. Okay. And staying clear of the upper left. Let's do one here. Okay, so that one, yeah, right? That one I didn't twist, so it's a little bit like fuzzier. So a little bit of variation going in here. Let's go here. All right. So we've got our background shaping up here. I'm going to switch to a stencil. Let's see here. Let's go with black again. Same dauber. And again, just coming in with a little bit of, let's see, coming in on an angle.
Now, I promised that I wouldn't help, but I feel like I need to help.
Wait a minute. Go ahead.
Just don't want you to forget that I put Post-it notes up there for you, just in case you needed them. That's all I'll say.
Childproof it. Yes, we must childproof. Okay, good. Thank you. No, I appreciate that. That's allowed, right? She's allowed to help me from destroying myself up here.
And even Debbie, like Debbie Panel said, use the Post-it notes. A couple other people
There
were
you
saying
go.
it too, so it's
No,
not just me.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going with some black, and we're going to just ease in. Darker in the corner, and more faded and uneven towards the middle.
That's going to be kind of cool, I think.
Even into the red a little bit. So again, it's just you grab a random stencil. If I were working with flowers and layering and stamps to have to line up, it would be too much. So that's why I just picked up these. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That looks good. That's really good.
A little bit of that.
Yeah.
Oh, tidy towel action here. Okay.
Okay, seriously, though, this is looking very cool. And this is definitely not my style that I would do, so I'm already learning, and I'm already getting inspired.
All right. All right, so continuing along this, we're going to now, I'm going to add, let me see, we wanted to do,
And the name of that stencil is Masks and Fillers.
okay, so I'm going to do just a little bit more red in here. All right, back with the red. Not much. See what that looks like. Right?
Fabulous.
Okay. All right, and then clean that off.
So, Tom, are you going for a more neutral, like color palette, like just a few colors, or are you going to add any more colors in there, you think?
I may add another color.
Okay.
Okay, so
Lori asked if I was nervous and am I holding my breath? Lori, you know, I'm not. I have complete faith in Tom tonight. I think that he's just going to rock it.
you have no idea what I'm going to do.
I don't. I have no idea. He's right.
But seriously, this is something that
Oh, that's cool.
I would do. This is what I would do if we were just at home right now and you said, come on, you can in a mood to stamp or do whatever. I would go for this first because it's just kind of no plan, no rules. You just start dumping shapes and colors on top of one another without worrying if they really go together. You try to make them look good. Okay, so that's the first part. Oh, no. I want to do one more, actually, with gray. Let's just do a little bit of gray in there using the stencil and see how that works. Okay, so back to these guys. Post-it notes.
Ooh, okay. All right.
All right, so dauber number 3. I'm going to give these guys a break. And we're going with soft stone. Soft stone to just bring in the grayscale. This one, lean on this one. Is this the one that's dry as a bone?
No. No, that one's working okay. It's a very light color, so you're probably pretty good.
Okay, here we go. Soft stone. It's a little trickier with the, I think, with the daubers compared to the blending brushes.
I like that.
Just want a little bit of cosmic shade going on there.
Cosmic shade.
Okay. Neo Pop Geo technique. All right.
Sue said Tom knows his crafting stuff.
Okay, so.
Oh no, how do I get that comment back? Is there a way to take a comment back down off the screen, Tom, after you put it up?
Yeah, you have to find the comment and then
Oh, no.
click.
I don't know that I'm ever going to find
You
it.
could search at the top for that comment.
Oh, I can?
Okay.
Okay. Got it. Wow, I didn't know I could do that. That's cool.
Okay. Now we're gonna do. Yeah, let's do a little red here. I know we did gray there, but that'll work. And then just feel like no, I want to do gray there. Stick with the gray. Okay. Making this up as I go along. Okay. And this, just having a few things to work with, keeps a person like me busy enough. Okay. More gray. I got the gray. Here we go. Gray over black.
Ooh.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I want to fill in that corner, but I'm not going to. Okay, so let's tidy towel this stuff a little bit. Okay. That's it for the stencil work. Get this going back. So now we're going to the shapes. And I'm going to bring out a few shapes here.
Oh, don't worry. We have words of the day.
Word of the day. I have
Yep.
a phrase of the day.
You have a phrase of the day?
I have a phrase of the day that was inspired by during dinner we were having on Sunday night. Do you remember that?
I do, but I don't know how to put it up on the screen.
Wonderful, wonderful. There are 3 buttons there.
Okay. Is it 1, 2, or 3?
I think it's 3, isn't it?
I think so.
Okay, so I'm working with pieces now. I call these shards, but they're little geometric shapes of various types, and these are shapes you've never seen before. That is a rectagon, and that is
A rectagon.
right? A rectagon.
That sounds terrible. Sounds like something you need an appointment to get in to get done.
A rectagon and an octangle and a I don't know, tyrantelogram. So anyway, try. Okay, so we start to place these in places that just kind of feel good. Like, oh, and I'll use, let's see, I'll use one of these for now. So, oh, you know what I need? Some tweeze action here. Where are those?
Are they in the little turny thing where the blending brushes are?
Okay. I love these things. Okay, so I'm going to put this right in the corner.
That is very cool.
Whoops. Okay. And with this technique, you can really take advantage of the straight ends that are available. The straight edges, I mean. And just line things up. For instance, you know, all the different places that this could go. It could go out in the middle. It could come down from a point. And, yeah. So, I'm thinking maybe something like that. Okay. And I usually work with one color, like the big chunks first, and then add little chunks afterwards.
Carol said it looks like we're looking at the planets.
Yes, it is very celestial.
It is.
Celestial and abstract. And if it's not interesting, it becomes drabstract. So you got to try to keep it interesting. Well, things just like getting in each other's way, but not.
I'm having so much fun over here in the dead space just listening to you.
See? That's my life, baby. All right. So let's try some red now. Now, you would think I would go off a corner again like that, but I'm not going to. I might do something like this. But starting to think of things now, because the more congested it gets, the more you have to think, all right, where are things going to go? So it slows you down a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to leave more space here. And fill in down here. Yeah, let's do that. Why, you ask? I don't know. Just that's where I'm going.
And everybody remember that the challenge tonight is to be inspired by Tom's card. So if you're crafting along, I wish I was crafting along, because I'm getting very inspired right now. I love what's happening here.
Okay, so let's see if we've got. That's too big. Getting too big now. Okay. Okay, so this is a piece that I think would be good for my for part of my greeting. Is that what's called, the greeting?
That would be the greeting.
The greeting. See, I'm just using my own terms, but hoping they work. Okay. So I'm going to leave some of that space. And you can overlap too. See, is that how big we want to go? Or do we want something more jazzy, like this? Okay, let's try that. Let's try one of these. Just when you think you're kind of like following a pattern, you say, nope, I don't want to go there again.
Yeah, it's the story of my life.
Okay, so let's do something here like this.
Kimberly wants you to know that you can also trim your shards down if you want.
Oh, I've got smaller shards. That's a good idea. That's yeah, when I run out of space, start to run out of space. See, and now I'm making this a focal point over to the left for some strange reason. And then this, you know what? I think I'll just trim. This is a little too square for me, so I'm going to just trim it ever so slightly. Do that one there. No idea what's working and what's not here. Okay, so now I'm going to start to get into some smaller pieces, I think. Hang it black, white, and here's kind of a neat thing too. You think one layer, but you can also think in 2 layers and just do a little bit of white over here on top of the black, and that cuts into that. But I like to try to line them up.
Lisa said, give Tom a thumbs up and like the video. That's so nice, Lisa. Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to do something. I think we'll do something like this up here. Maybe something a little bit smaller. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. Anything smaller. Okay.
Tom, Kari wants me to run to the warehouse to get something for you. Make me run to the warehouse.
Yeah, it's about that time, right?
Right.
I was wondering why I was, yeah, I'm usually running by now. So, word of the day.
Yeah.
Phrase of the day.
Gosh, I hope I picked the right one.
This is a phrase of the day that we came up with just out of the blue with our friends at dinner the other night. And they were talking about a trip to France, a vacation they were planning. And they were telling a story, and certain parts of the story, I'm not going to tell the story, but let's just say you can probably figure out a little bit after you hear the phrase of the day. Let's see. Did I leave my phone over there? No.
You did.
Okay.
Do you want it?
So yeah, I just want to make sure I don't run afoul.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta take everything off here.
Okay, so moving along here.
Here's your phone.
Okay, thank you. So we were talking about a trip to France. And so here's the riddle that came out of this. Name something you go to see in France. Something you go to see in France on vacation, but something that you wouldn't want to take with you when you leave. Okay? Think about that for a second. And the word of the day, the phrase of the day is parasites. Parasites. Phrase of the day. Something you go to France to see on vacation, but wouldn't want to take with you when you leave. Parasites. Parasites. Okay, back in the bright space working on this insane card. Okay, so I'll share some of the idea here. As you saw, I had a third color going on here. Or would that be a fourth color? Now, kind of third color. I want to add some blue. This is teal. And it's going to be a happy birthday card, and I'm thinking something like this. So I want to add a splash of teal to this black, red, gray, white card. And so I'm going to add something there, and I'm going to add just a nip here and there of the blue, but not too much. So I'm going to cut a few of these down just to give it a little accent. And you can see how much time this takes for somebody who's working on it. It makes them really busy, and they're not reaching across the table for things. And it's kind of fun to put things up against one another too.
I want you to know that your daughter is here.
Yay!
Yeah, and I keep losing her comments because the comments are going by so fast, but she's saying that she's getting really inspired by your card, and oh my goodness.
Okay, so that's the basic idea. I'm glad she's here.
Yes, it's Rena. Rena's in the house. Rena's in
Rena.
the house. Hey, Rena. I'll find your comment.
Okay, and so this is why I left this a little bit blank up here.
Oh, that looks so good.
That's what I'm going to do with that. Happy, happy, happy birthday.
Oh, that really does look good.
Oh, the sticky mat is sticky. Okay, so let's get this on there, because I don't think I'm going to put anything underneath it. I may do a little bit more shards around it. So I'm not using the glue, the Connect glue. I'm using just the tape runner for this, because I'd be having the same amount of problem with both of them. Either one, my fingers are going to get in the way, and I'm going right up to the edge that I can't see.
Rena said, I'm so inspired by this. Mom, he's stealing your job.
Nope.
I love it.
Okay, so can I get these to line up? Okay, so happy birthday. Okay, and then we may as well just put this other one. I hope, see if I can do this without, no, I'm going to use Connect glue for this. See if I can do this without making too much of a mess. There it is. Look at that.
Wow.
Wow.
Very impressive.
Killing it here.
Your dotting technique is spot on.
Yeah, there you go. I was just going to say this will be in my hair in a minute. Okay. Is anybody out there still?
Oh, yeah. No pressure at all. There's only about 5,000 people here.
All right, here we go. So,
He's fine. Don't worry.
okay, so I hope I'm not putting too much on, but we'll see. Happy birthday.
Look at him with the reverse tweezer technique, too. I love that little hangover, too, of the Y.
Hangover.
That's awesome.
Never underestimate
Yes.
the hangover. Happy birthday. Okay, so we're just going to do a little dab of red under here. Like so. Okay.
What a great use of scraps, too. All those little bits and pieces that we throw away.
Something about this is fun to me. And I think if I kept doing this, I would eventually add some more complex type of, whoops, is this, I need the, yes. Okay, so I have these little things that are leftovers from one of the die cuts. From like there.
Oh.
But I put them someplace that I shouldn't. Okay. So, so I can fill in with a few of these. Anybody laughing?
No, they're actually really, they're not laughing at all. They're very impressed.
Okay. So I don't know how much of a difference it would make if I popped something up, but I don't think I'm going to.
I love the dot. Do you have more dots? I love the dot.
Yes. I have more dots.
I know Sharon. Sharon said he's got no roots either. I know when his head gets in the way, he's got no gray roots either. How is that possible?
Oh, the lean over?
Yeah.
The lean over. That's you know what that's called? That's 'cause, like Gina hovers over the thing. That's called hovercrafting. Okay, so I could put it here amidst the red circles, just to give some camaraderie. Okay, and then I'm going to do one more tiny splash of teal. Okay. And I'm going to use dot runner. Okay. So this card probably would have taken you been done a half an hour ago.
I would have never made this card, and it's so creative. And now I want to.
Okay. So let me do a little bit more. See, this is the thing. You think you're done, and then you say, wait a minute. This could happen here, like something like this. You just want to keep adding these little facets. It's like the facets of a diamond playing off of one another.
This is a great card for anybody. Be fun for a kid. Be fun for a guy, fun for a gal.
Kids could get lost. Okay, and then let's see how tiny we can go.
We will definitely take photos of Tom's card and add it to Facebook and to YouTube for those of you that want to use it as inspiration, for sure.
Okay. And then I'm going to leave a little space of white too, just to see how that turns out. Does this glue turn clear?
Yes.
Okay, so that shouldn't be a problem. A little bit of space there just to give it something interesting. That could go on all day, just adding little tiny pieces. So I'm going to move on from here. And now I did attach all that, right? Yeah, okay.
Well, Tom, I think that definitely deserves a round of applause, where that focal panel, that is really awesome. Really awesome. Great job.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so
Sorry, I don't know how to work the button. It
it's
gets
in
out
my
of hand.
contract. It's in my contract. I have to use a black panel as part of the card, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to, but, you know.
Okay, so are all these going to pop now?
No. Good, just fold it like almost in half.
Okay, coming away, we have separation. All right, thank you. Okay, so let's do the black panel, and should be interesting to see. Oh, I want to do something, though. I want to do something. No, I don't. That's good. I was going to try something, but so the black that we put up along the edges is going to blend into the black background panel. Hopefully that adds a little bit of depth. Gina's cards add dimension, right?
Sometimes.
Mine add dementia. Okay.
Now, you know, if you want, you can cut the little edges off the side unless you want them to overlap onto your card base.
I want to see how that looks. Now,
think it's gonna
what
look
color
good.
card base do you guys think?
Oh,
White?
Let's ask the crowd.
Or teal?
Oh. Okay, I see
They're
teal.
probably wondering who Diane is. That's my sister's name.
It's his girlfriend.
It's my sister's name. It's kind of one of the other imprints that are upon me. So, anyway.
I'm seeing a lot of teal. A lot of people are going for teal.
All right, let's get a closer look.
Yeah, because look at that. All that teal then pops on the card. That looks so good. Yeah.
And then you can see how that black blends in with the word and the corner. The corners, two corners, and it gives it kind of a depth. Okay, so that's what we're going with. And how does the overlap look? I think the overlap works.
I think it looks great.
Okay. So.
If you like it, we like it.
You don't have to.
This is way better than horrible, Tom.
Okay, so. Ta-da!
Wow. Fantastic, Tom.
Happy birthday. That is the Neo Pop Geo technique. Born of necessity. All right.
Excellent.
Tapping out like the dealer.
Yeah? Okay.
What else? I think.
Yeah. I mean, it is great. Now I have to make something inspired by that. That's really good.
It's a lot going on, and it's somewhat chaotic, but that's going to happen in any card that I make. I think.
Well, I think now, I mean, that's great. And we'll take high quality photos of that and we'll put that on Facebook, in our Facebook group, and we'll also put it on Instagram. We'll put it here on the post tab on YouTube. Now, Tom, why don't you and I switch, and then why don't we give away some prizes at the halfway point, and then I'll make a card inspired by you, and then we'll give away some of our crazy prizes too at the end.
All right.
So we've got big prizes coming. So So,
Okay, you come
yeah.
over here and we'll switch.
all right. See here. There we go. All right, you're on the big screen.
Thank you for your patience.
Take your champagne.
I shall.
That was great. You did a great job. I'm all nervous
yours.
now. I'm
All
all
yours,
nervous now.
Come back to my space.
That's all right. I'll be fine.
I think you've got a little bit of room for you.
I'll be good. I'm not worried about it. Well, let me make a little space here for my card, and then I want to talk about some of tonight's sponsors, amazing sponsors that we have tonight. And I do need my phone though, because I have some of the prizes here listed out on my phone, and I want to get it right, you know. So, okay. So, the first prize that we have tonight is my very good friend, one of my besties, the lovely Miss Jennifer Mcguire. And Jennifer has offered up a Share Handmade Kindness bundle that consists of her brand new apron, which is amazing, her sticker pack. She's got all these really cute crafty stickers, one of her paperweights, handmade cards using Gina K Designs products. She's amazing, and more. And this is a prize package valued at $75. So, Tom, there's a list over there. I was spinning right before I left, and so you can see what I wrote down there. So, all right. So, who wins the Jennifer Mcguire Share Handmade Kindness Pack?
Okay. We doing drum rolls for all these?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Let me just get
First,
ready
we
here.
have to do the magic sound. It's the prize time. Do you have that sound?
The prize time.
Yes. Yeah, that's the sound. That whenever you hear that sound, we're giving away an amazing prize tonight. Okay.
It's also the blingering sound.
It is.
Okay. Drum roll, please. Here we go. The winner of the Jennifer Mcguire bundle, Andrea Black. Andrea
Yay!
Black.
Yay! Woohoo! Yay, Andrea! That's awesome. Well, Andrea and everybody who wins a prize tonight, all you have to do is send your name and your if you win a physical prize like this, please send your address, your name and address, and your email address to info@ginakdesigns.com, and we will get that out to you. We'll get that information over to Jennifer, and she will get that out to you. And I will also list all of the winners just in case somebody ran to the bathroom. That would happen to me. Right when your name was called, we'll make sure that we put them all in the description on YouTube. So you can always come over to the YouTube channel, even if you're watching on Facebook, and you'll be able to see if you were a winner. So Jennifer Mcguire, thank you so much for that generous gift. It is such an awesome gift. I saw those aprons too. They are pretty snazzy. So very exciting. Okay, so what other gifts do we have over there, Tom?
Okay, we've got next on the list
Yes.
is SCT.
Oh, okay. So we've got several prizes from Scrapbook and Cards today. So my friend Catherine Tashjian, she always tells us how to say her name. She called me this morning and said, I would like to give away prizes for your 200K subscribers. She has offered $200 in prizes, 4 individual $50 gift cards. Now, let me tell you, if you've never been to Scrapbook and Cards Today, you have to go over there. You have to check out their website. Scrapbook and Cards Today does the best events, best card making, paper crafting, and scrapbooking classes and events in the business. There's nobody better. Catherine knows how to do it. And you can use this towards an event. You can use it toward different card kits that she's got on her website. She's got other cute products in her shop on her website. And for those of you that have never been to one of her card making events or one of her paper crafting events, or maybe you want to do a Let's Stamp Together subscription, she's got so many great things over there. And you can use this gift card toward anything on her website. So Catherine, thank you so much for being so generous. We're going to pick 4 winners right now who are each going to win a $50 gift card to Scrapbook and Cards Today.
And here they come. The winners are Barb Deichl, Missy Owen, Ellen Chapman, and Kari Goldstein.
Woohoo! All right. Congratulations to all of those ladies. Congratulations. Again, just send your name and email address for those gift cards, and we will get that information over to SCT, and they will email those digital gift cards for you, and you can start deciding what classes you might want to take, or if you want to buy some of their goodies on their website. And Catherine, once again, thank you for being so generous to us. Catherine's not done, though. And we have another prize coming up in just a little bit from Catherine. But what other prizes do we have, Tom?
Okay. From...
Oh, yes.
Scrapbook.com.
So our friends Laura and Cody got in touch with us today from Scrapbook.com, and they said they wanted to also sponsor tonight's event. So they are giving a $200 gift certificate to one lucky winner. There's a lot of products over on Scrapbook.com, and they also carry the complete Gina K Designs line. So if you're looking for something from Gina K Designs, you can always find it at Scrapbook.com, plus a whole lot more. So who is the lucky winner for a $200 Scrapbook.com gift card?
Here it comes. That would be Donna Kozel.
Woo, Donna! Congratulations!
Kozel.
Oh, Donna always comes in she's always watching over on Facebook. Donna, congratulations. You win that $200 gift card. All you have to do is send your name and email address to info@ginakdesigns.com. All right, Tom. So we have a couple more gift cards from very, very generous sponsors. So let's finish the gift cards, and then at the end, we're going to do some amazing physical prizes, and the very end grand prize you guys are not going to believe. So, okay, but what's next? What's next?
Next on the list is the wonderful, let me find it here, Simon
Yes!
Says.
All right, my wonderful, beautiful friend Heidi from Simon Says Stamp. She called me right away today and said, I want to sponsor your 200K party, and she also is giving the gift of crafting with a $200 gift card to Simon Says Stamp. Now, if you've never been to Simon Says Stamp, they are the one-stop shop for all your paper crafting needs. So make sure you check out Simon Says Stamp. They also carry the complete Gina K Designs line. So, sometimes we sell out of things and people always run right over to Simon Says Stamp to see if it's still over there. I'll tell you what, they are a wonderland of crafting goodies. So thank you, Heidi. Thank you, Stephanie, Reed, and the whole crew from Simon Says Stamp. Let's pick a winner.
Okay, Simon Says Stamp. Simon says get a big gift, and it is...
Wait, we need a drum roll.
Malitsky. Kara Malitsky.
Yay! Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, congratulations. And you know what to do. Send your name and email address to info@ginakdesigns.com, and we will get that prize, that information sent over to Simon, and they will get it out to you. All right, Tom, so what else does Catherine have for us tonight? Oh boy. So Catherine also wanted to invite one of our viewers for the entire fall card making event. If you've never attended an SCT event, this is the one that you have to start with. Look at all of the teachers, all of the classes that you're going to get. This is the premier card making event in our industry, and it is from September 26th all the way through September 29th when you add on the bonus day. And Catherine said, give it all to them. Just give it all to them. So this event is actually closed. You can't get into it anymore, but she saved a spot for our 200,000 subscribers. And she is giving one spot away to one lucky winner. That's a huge package, Tom.
Huge.
Wait till you see the box. The box alone is going to blow your mind. I swear there must be close to $1,000 worth of products in that box. And then you're going to get classes from all of those instructors, too. It's an amazing weekend. All right, let's pick a winner.
Okay, drum roll. Here it comes. Too much excitement. The winner is Janice Ashby. Janice Ashby.
Yay, Janice. Congratulations.
Woo!
Woohoo. Janice, once again, send your name and email address to us at info@ginakdesigns.com, and we will get that information over to Catherine. Catherine, Jack, Megan, Jen, and everybody from the SCT team, thank you so much for being so generous to us. Some amazing prizes from you. All right, well, we can't be left out of the fun, Tom.
No.
No, we got to give away one, too. All right, so this next prize is from none other than Gina K Designs. We're going to give you a $200 gift card to Gina K Designs. And guess what? Our next release is next Tuesday night. So whoever wins this might have a free shopping spree. All right, Tom, let's do it.
Where is that?
Where's what? Oh, did I not spin for that one?
I have a spin.
Okay, you have a spin? Okay.
I have a spin.
Okay.
I thought you might need it.
I do.
And this lucky prize goes to Sandy Dow. Sandy
Yay,
Dow.
Sandy! Congratulations! All right, you know the drill, Sandy. Just send your information over to info@ginakdesigns.com and we will get that right out. Now, we're only halfway through the prizes because we've got some really, really fun prizes coming up. And then our grand prize at the end, which I think is going to be super fun. So don't leave, stay tuned, but we're going to take a little break from all the prizes. Whew! And I am going to make a card now inspired by Tom's card. So let me look at this card again. All right, let's take a look at it again together. So this beautiful card that Tom made, he used sponge daubers to create the dots, so I need to do that. And then he did these little shards of paper. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I might do it, but I might do it in a different way.
Hey, can you fix it?
Can I fix it?
You see, I didn't I went up too high on the black.
Oh, you want me to fix that?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tape it down.
Well, I may have.
No, there's no tape on it.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah, I'll fix it for you. All right, let me see here.
And I went too high up at the top, so.
So
this is still technically my card, right?
Of course it's your card. Of course. All right, how's that? Does that look good?
That's a little better than horrible.
Better? A little better than horrible. I like the way you did the happy birthday up there where the happy is touching the black. That's very cute. I like that. And I also like that you used some handmade embellishments there. I think that's really cute too. So let's see what I can come up with. I feel like I might have to add another shape to the mix. So I'm thinking along with sponge daubers, I might have to add some squares. So some circles and some squares. So what color should I use, guys? I think my colors should be a little different than Tom's colors. So let's see what I have over here. How about if I use Blue Sky and Emerald Coast? And then I think I want to use a purple. So maybe I'll use Medium Lilac. And then, I'll use Medium Lilac, Emerald Coast, and Blue Sky here. All right, so this is going to be my color palette. Tom's was vibrant and bold with his black and his red, and mine is going to be a little bit more, you know, my kind of color scheme. All right, so I'm going to take a piece of Tom's cardstock here. You've got cardstock over here that I can use, right? Okay. And let me find the sticky mat.
Why do I think that somehow a flower is going to show up in this?
A flower. Boy, you know I want to put a flower on here, right?
Layered flower with...
with a big, bold sponge dauber in the center. Okay, I think there was something on this cardstock, so I might cut a new piece. Here's one that I was trying to get rid of the other night. I'll use this piece here. So I'll cut this down to 3.5 by 4 3/4 inches. And I think that it looks like yours is cut to that too, Tom. You must have grabbed one of my pieces over here, but I'll measure that for everybody just in case. Yep, yours is the same size. So this is a 3.5 inch by 4 3/4 inch panel. So I'm going to put this up here, and I'm going to do a very similar thing that Tom did. I'm going to add some circles in here. So let's start with some Emerald Coast. All right. Oh, I need the inkstand. You were smart. You used the inkstand. I don't know if Brianne's here tonight, but Brianne, if you are, link your inkstand. Okay. So let's see. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to start right in the middle, do a dot. Ooh. Okay.
See, the very first move, symmetry, is totally different than mine.
Yes. Yep, because you started up here.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to go off the panel here, like that. I'm going to go off the panel up there. I'm going to add a little more here. Then I think I'll just come in a little bit from the side there. I know, it's going to be very hard to beat Tom's card. I am not trying to beat Tom's card. I am just trying to be inspired by it. All right, so I've got some Emerald Coast on there. Now I think I have to test this because I don't know what this is going to look like, but I love the texture of ink cubes. They've got that little bit of... oh man, are these all taped together? They are. They're taped. Oh no, Tom.
Want me to work on those?
Well, maybe I'll do the purple one. I'll do the purple. Okay, so I just want to see. So you see how it's got that cool texture when you use a felt ink cube? It's just not a blob square. It's got like a, you can see like the gauzy texture. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to do some squares in here. So I'm going to do a square here, like that. I'm going to do a square over here. Do a square here. And I'm going to do a square over here, like that. Okay. I might add a little bit more, like up here, just because I want it to go off the paper a little bit too. Could I nail that again, you think?
So we're a stamp company, and you notice I didn't use one stamp in my...
No, you didn't use a stamp.
See, that's why I'm not in marketing.
Well, I don't even have any stamps over here, and I don't think I have any shapes. So I'm just going to keep doing kind of what you did.
Neo-Pop Geo.
Neo-Pop Geo style. Absolutely. So I'm thinking that I wonder if I did some more circles in blue sky, how that would look. Can I? Oh, no. I'm going to use your stencil technique. And I'll do some blue sky stenciling. So I need a blending brush. And I need to clean this blending brush because it's been sitting out for a while. So remember, you guys are getting challenged to do your own version of this. And if you have shape stamps, maybe you have some shape stamps. It could be shapes like hearts and things like that too, right, Tom? They could do whatever they want. As long as there's a little inspiration.
Yeah, and at some point you could show the original cards too, because a few people asked if your blouse was the inspiration. And unless you were wearing that like a year ago when we were at home, I don't think it was.
Do you want me to show the original panels that you made?
Yeah, they're just panels? Yeah.
So originally Tom came up with this one, which is very different than this one.
That was the first one.
Yeah, that was your first one. And then I think there was a scrap of paper that you had done some stenciling on, and you decided to use what was left on that.
Yeah, that's the... I don't know what that means, but yeah, I used whatever was laying around.
Yeah.
But
I think you stenciled stuff on here, and there was like other stuff going on, and then you cut up, you know, like if you're using a piece of scrap paper and you're going off the paper, you liked the way that looked, and you cut that all up, and you used that as scraps too. So I think this was the original. Kind of looks like me, doesn't it? Like I do tonight.
Yes.
But I think these were the originals that brought you to tonight's card. So.
Yes, and if there are any psychologists in the viewing audience, at ease.
Okay, so I'm going to do kind of a line thing like you did. I'm just going to scrub some lines in here using my other color. And then I think I'm going to do like a crisscross kind of thing. Like that. How's that? Is that different? Yeah. This is so foreign to me to do this because I don't know where the flower is. But I kind of like it. I kind of like where we're going here. I literally have not even tried any of this, so this is strictly me just playing.
You know, it comes out though. My card is like kind of outer space and even a little dark, and yours just looks like pure joy no matter what you do.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Right? I mean,
that's so sweet.
That's pretty much us. Outer space and joy.
Outer space and joy. All right, so I feel like I need one more color. I need something really bright, and I think it's going to be butterscotch. Ooh, although, okay, you guys, yeah, I think it's got to be a bright yellow. So I'm going to go with butterscotch because I need something to brighten this up a little bit. I don't feel like it's enough for me. I need more color. So I need a butterscotch blending brush. So this card might not be my best work, but we're being inspired and we're stepping outside of the box, right? So it's going to be better than horrible. Now I'm going to put a little yellow in here. Some of it might go over that purple, so that might not be my best choice, but I think it'll be okay. So I'm going to do a little bit in there. I just feel like it needs something a little bright, like that. I need the bright space. This is a fun stencil. I'm glad you picked this.
See, you don't have to really line anything up.
That's what I love about it. It's so fun. Yeah. Ooh. Very fun. It's like you can't stop once you get started.
Right.
Just adding things. Okay. I think that's good. I think we're going to stop there. Now, I think I'm going to turn this into a fancy fold. That's what I think I'm going to do with this card. So I think I am. Maybe. I may have cut it too small to start, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. I don't know if it's going to fit, but let's go ahead. Can I just run over here and grab something real quick?
Yes.
Okay.
I was wondering when the next level was coming to just leave me behind waving.
Can you just go on the screen for a second and talk to everybody while I find what I need?
Sure.
I need something here. It's probably not even going to work, but I gotta try it. I just have to try it. Gotta try it. Okay. Now, if this doesn't work, I think I may have cut it too small for this. And now I'm caught on this gigantic camera. All right, is this gonna work? No. All right, well, how long would it take me to redo this, you think? Because I really have a fun idea, and I want to execute it. I really want to execute my idea. So I'm going to give it one more try here. Now that I kind of know what I want it to look like, I think we can make it happen, because I want to do a gatefold card. I'm really into those lately.
It's your show, honey.
All right. Well, I think tonight's your show, babe.
No. Oh, by the way.
Uh-huh.
By the way, Gina K has a word of the day for you.
I do.
And you know what happens. Gina doesn't come up with a word of the day every show. It's like once in a blue moon. But when she does, it's a knee slapper, right?
It's interesting. I'm pulling it up because I actually had to write it down because, I can't remember anything. But before I do my word of the day, while I redo this panel quickly, it's not going to take but a minute for me to do this, I think you should do your other word of the day.
Okay. I had another word of the day.
You do?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I do have another word of the day. Mm-hmm. So this is for all those stencilers out there, stenciling. I think that's one of the funnest things you can do. I mean, were they around even when the kids were young? Did you have stencils with your stamping?
No, I don't think that. There might have been a few here and there. I think Tim Holtz had some, and some people did, but we didn't at Gina K Designs.
Wow, I can just imagine doing that when the kids were young. But anyway, some people are just by nature a little heavy-handed with the with blending.
The heavy-handed.
Yeah, when you're blending and
Yes.
It's difficult to kind of get, that light texture. I count myself among those. And so if that's you, we refer to you guys, and I'm part of this. Let me find it here.
Number 2.
You guys are blender benders. Blender benders, word of the day, phrase of the day. Some of you are recovering blender benders. I have yet to
recover.
To recover.
That's a good word of the day. I like it. All right, I'm almost done. And then I can cut this with my special die set.
Good to be back in the dead space.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not happy in the bright space?
I'm happy.
I
I was happy in the bright space. You can't not be happy in the bright space.
I think you've set a tone here now, Tom, and people like your card making, and I think you're going to end up making more cards. What do you think?
I was born for the dead space. My cowboy hat doesn't fit with my headphones.
Were you trying to put the cowboy hat on? All right. So I did a quick redo of this card, and I am going to...
That would have taken me another 2 hours.
Yeah, it wouldn't though. Once you make it one time, then they're easy to make. Okay, I need my die cutting machine because I'm gonna cut this out using one of our master layout sets. And the master layout set I'm gonna use is Master Layouts 13. This master layout set was designed for fancy folds. So I'm going to cut these out here.
See, the minute she's back in action, it's like juggling knives. She's got machines going, and it's...
Juggling knives.
It's just hard to keep up with. Gina K in the zone, nothing like it.
That's funny, juggling knives. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like the yellow in there. I mean, we could have done some hot pink. I saw somebody make that suggestion, and that would have been very fun, too. But I think this is going to work out. It's going to be kind of cute. Okay, so I'm going to need some black cardstock. Did you have any leftover black for me? No. So I'm going to have to cut a brand new piece of black real quick. Oh no, here's some black. Okay, so I'm going to use the plain long rectangle die from Master Layouts 9. And I know I'm really close right now, but I'm not going to stay this close. Do you want me to use the same birthday die that you used, or could I go off on a tangent and maybe stamp something?
Go off, baby.
Okay. All right. We love Tom in the dead space and in the bright space, so he might have to... You might have to have a regular spot here, Tom, in the bright space. Who are those people? You know what? While I'm here, I'm going to cut one more die because I can. I want to cut a circle. So do we have any circle dies laying around here? Or are they all the way over there? They might be over there. I took all my stuff home and I never put it back. So sorry. Gotta find my circle dies. Here they are. So I'm going to use the small circle. This is how we're going to open it. I did a layout similar to this layout, this kind of layout, at my class this weekend. And I love the layout. So this will be super fun the layout itself to revisit. But we're doing it a little bit differently because we're using dies to do the panels instead of, we had some hand-cut panels in class. So this is fun. So I'm going to do a double stitch circle. Oh my goodness. You guys are hanging in there. Hey, we've got some great prizes coming, so keep hanging in there because it's going to be fun up until the bitter end. And then I'll tell you some fun things that are going to happen later this week, too. Actually have some plans this week for you guys. Some fun things we're going to do together. All right. Anybody else actually crafting tonight with us? Anybody take the challenge and start? I'd be interested to know if anybody has done that. Oh no, my little thing broke here too. Okay. Let's get that back together. There we go. Okay. Now, we're going to do a gatefold. So I'm going to need a half sheet of cardstock. And a lot of times when I do a gatefold card, I like to use the lighter weight cardstock because it lays flat. So we're going to go 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. And then we're going to need the scoreboard. And we're going to score this at 2 1/8 inches. Okay, 2 1/8. Then I'm going to turn this and I'm going to do 2 1/8 inches again. Alrighty. Okay. And there we go. So here we've got a little gatefold card. So I'm going to adhere these two panels together for each of these sides of this gatefold card. So not a lot of people are crafting yet. They're just getting their ideas, I guess. Getting their challenge ideas together.
Oh, we've got quite a mix.
Yeah, a mix? Did you find it hard to follow the comments while you were here in the bright space?
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to follow what everybody's saying.
Well, if you're having trouble following, can you imagine? I don't know where to stand.
Well, you stood just in the right spot because you made a great card. So you should be very proud of that card. And it's very inspiring, too, because I had a lot of fun using this idea. And this is not an idea I would have ever done. I love it. It's so fun. So we're going to put this one on this side of the gatefold. Try to line it up here. Looks pretty good. And then we're going to do this one on this side of the gatefold. Okay, there we go. So my card's going to open this way. And then I'm going to adhere these two together. And then what I've started to really enjoy doing is, rather than stamping a greeting on the circle itself, I've been enjoying, oh, we're gonna block off some of my squares there. You know what? For this solidifies, I'm gonna flip it around. You still have a little wiggle room with our tape before you absolutely have to not touch it anymore before it'll become permanent. I'm gonna flip this around just so that we can get more of that square in there. You know, so that you could still see that. Because otherwise I was just blocking all the squares. Oh no, where'd everybody go? Okay, now let's find a greeting. Gotta find a stamp set for a greeting. I'll find one, give you a second. Ooh. I'm finding something here. You know, spring clusters might be a good one because it's got this kind of, could go either masculine or feminine. It's more of a block style. And I could do happy birthday and sending love. Let's do that because Tom made his a birthday card, so I'm going to stick with that inspiration and continued to be inspired by his birthday theme. I'm going to use my sticky mat here for this. Okay, and then I need another piece of white cardstock. Do you ever just feel like you don't want to cut it, so you just tear it? Ever do that? It's easy enough. Okay. So this stamp set is called Spring Clusters. It was in one of our more recent kits. So we're going to do Happy Birthday. We'll do that first. Stamp it in black. So those of you that asked me to make that little video on how to re-ink, I did. I made a video on how to re-ink your ink pads. I posted it on YouTube, and I also posted it in our Facebook group. So if you're looking for that, go check it out. I did re-ink my Turquoise Sea ink pad and showed you how to do it. And I called it a 2-minute technique, or a 2-minute tip. 2-minute tip, I think I called it. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to do the "and sending love." I'll put that down here. And I'm going to die cut these out. And I've been enjoying using like a circle or an oval as a grounding panel, but then die cutting and popping up the greeting on top of it just to give it a little more depth and dimension. One more. Sometimes I actually like when my black ink pad is a little less juicy and I do 2 or 3 stampings with it rather than like one juicy stamping, because the greetings look so crisp. So I know that's weird to like a drier ink pad, but I haven't been quick to re-ink this one because I'm getting such nice crisp greetings out of it. Okay, so we're going to cut these out with the Happy Birthday, and is this the right one? No, maybe it's this way. There you go. Okay, and sending love. So let me get my Intri-Cut back up here. And then Tom, we've got, just so you're aware, because I know you're the one going through doing the comment spin, we have about 7 more prizes I think we're giving away.
No problem.
Okay. So maybe more. So you just want to be prepared, okay? And I can't wait. It's so cool. It's my favorite thing in the world to do. My second favorite thing in the world to do. I think my favorite thing in the world to do is make cards. My second favorite thing in the world to do is do giveaways. I think they are so much fun. Okay, so we've got Happy Birthday. And we're gonna do and sending love. Just get those into place. And cut. Wish me the best. Okay. Now, some of the things that we're going to give away are actually boxed up and ready to ship. So I'm going to show you the outside of the box and tell you what's inside. But you will know exactly what I'm talking about when I tell you what's inside. So get ready. And then I have my word of the day too. That's right, Tom. I still have my word of the day.
It's building, the excitement.
The tension.
Yes.
The tension is building. People are like, get this stupid card done. Oh, all right. I am going to cut a few foam squares here. And I'm going to get everything ready onto this circle.
I have to ask, based on past Gina K words of the day, is the whole half of the planet, the male, Is it at the male expense?
No, this
Okay.
one is not at the expense of any people.
That's good to hear.
Was my last one? I thought my last one was just funny.
Oh no, it was. I'm just having fun.
Maybe. Maybe a little.
Oh yeah?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This one is definitely will be maybe a little more relatable to the ladies, but I don't think the guys will take any offense. I think they'll think it's pretty funny. I hope. We'll see. This might be, 200,000 subscribers today, 150,000 subscribers tomorrow. I don't know.
Oh, it must be a good one.
I don't know. I think it's funny. I put it on button 1 over there, so you can be surprised.
Okay. I'm ready for it.
You're ready? Okay. Okay. So we'll pop this on here. Like that. And then when you're doing a gatefold card, you always want to remember to only put the tape on half of this or you won't be able to get it open.
You're not using any square tangles, though.
No, I didn't use any square tangles or
Rectagons.
I did not use rectagons. But I also don't have any little, cute little pre-cut embellishments. So, I'm going to go with the circles. And I'm going to put a few little black embellishments on here. Put one there. One over here. So I'll just use the small black ones here. But I like that idea that you had of kind of using those things that fell out of the birthday word. That was pretty cute. So I think that's going to be enough little pop of black. And I think that card is complete. So we've got... Here's my inspiration card. Here's Tom's card. And then he had a birthday theme, so my inspiration was the birthday theme. And then he used the daubers, so I used the daubers. And then he had some sharp angles. He had a few right angles, so I went with the square just by using the ink cube. And then he had these little lines, so I did some little lines and crisscrosses. He did some dots, so I did some too. And then I put my happy birthday greeting in the center of the card and made mine just a fun little gatefold. And I did put the tape on the wrong side.
Spectacular,
So
as always.
wipe that off there. And there we go. Now, I used 80-pound cardstock, and if you ever use 80-pound cardstock for a gatefold card, because it'll stay more flat when you do that, but if you want the card itself to feel thicker, just use Master Layouts 2 and add a stitched rectangle mounted on a black panel on the inside, and that will stiffen up the back of the card too. All right, Tom, so there are our 2 cards. What do you think?
That is us.
That is us.
Look how refined and delicate and kind mine is a little bit harsh and what else would you call it?
I think we called it awesome. I think
Yes.
that's what we called it. We called it awesome.
Bold.
Bold, yeah.
Yes. It's
Very fun.
very fun.
So this is the challenge, and we want everybody who wants to take the challenge to post your card, use the hashtag GinaKDesigns. We will search all over Facebook and Instagram for your cards. We're going to pick a winning card. We'll post it on Sunday, and that person is going to win a $100 Gina K Designs gift card. Yes. Wow. Okay, so is it time for my word of the day?
It is time for your word of the day.
Okay. All right, so for those of you that have taken a crop and create class, you may know that Cathy Zilski, my good friend Cathy Zilski, teaches on Sunday morning. She goes by CZ, and she's CZ like Sunday morning. And one of the things that she always says about her Sunday morning class is no bra. She doesn't need a bra on Sunday morning, and nobody has to wear a bra to her class. And I got to thinking about that, and so, you know, the truth is that a lot of us don't wear a bra on Sunday. Sunday is the day that the girls go free. It's a day of rest for the girls, right? So if we're giving the girls a day of rest on Sunday with no bra, that would be called the Sabbath. Remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. No bra Sunday is the Sabbath.
There it is. That is the word of the month. The Sabbath.
The Sabbath.
Remember to keep
Remember
holy.
the Sabbath and keep it holy. Oh my gosh. Are they still there, Tom?
You're in trouble.
Did they all unsubscribe?
You're in trouble.
All right, let's do some more fun prizes. So, Tom, you've got a whole cart that I had them bring up. So, the first thing I want you to give me is that big box that has some writing on it. Can you give me that box?
Hold on. What? I'm shifting to...
Yeah, you gotta hand me those things. Oh, do you want to just bring the cart over here somehow? And then I can pull the things off? Let's do that. All right, we weren't prepared. We've never had 200,000 subscribers before, so we don't know what we're doing. Okay. Okay, here we come. Tom's wheeling the cart over. Okay. So, the very first prize that we have for you is... somebody's going to win a fuse. No, you can go the front shot. A fuse foiling system.
Whoa.
You're going to get the fuse. You're going to get a rainbow barrage of foils, including, I got to put my glasses on for this, including red velvet, our new tangerine twist, wild dandelion, our new fresh asparagus, and our brand new blue sky. So you have a full rainbow of colors here. And you're going to get a Polyglaze gift pack, which includes the layered candles Polyglaze sheets, the layered candles layering stencils that coordinates with those, the beautiful balloons, or the bold balloons Polyglaze sheets with the bold balloon stencil. Maybe this would be a good overhead shot here, this part. You're going to get the You Have My Heart Polyglaze sheets. You're going to get Blanket of Snow. You're going to get Favorite Floral, and you're going to get Superstar. So you get all of this Polyglaze. You get the fuse foiling machine. I could back up a little bit so everybody could see all of this. Oh, I almost spilled my champagne that I should be drinking. And then all of these foils. All right. So, if we're ready to go, Tom, let's do it. I'm gonna back up here too.
All right, big drum roll. Woo! The winner is Kathleen Fink. Kathleen Fink.
Yay,
Yahoo!
Kathleen! Congratulations, Kathleen! Woohoo! All right, Kathleen, I will put your name on this, and you're writing the prize down with the name, right, Tom?
I am.
Okay. All right. The next prize we're going to give away is blending brushes galore. We are giving away... All right. We're giving away 12 of our big blending brushes, so you're going to get 6 packs of the big ones. We're giving away 12 of the small blending brushes. And you're going to get 6 2-packs. And you're going to get 4 packs, 12 brushes of our detail blending brushes. And you're going to get 3 blending brush holders to store them in. So, this prize package, look at that. Isn't that exciting? Who does this one go to, Tom?
This goes to Kathy Wachter. Kathy Wachter!
Woo! Congratulations, Cathy. This big barrage of blending brushes is coming your way. All right, I gotta move all these out of the way. This is a little ASMR-ish here. Okay.
Gosh.
The next prize.
Are we closing tomorrow or something?
No. No, we're not. All right, the next prize is this. Ugh. Let me get my scissors. I want to open this for you because somebody is going to win this prize. And this prize is our card maker's toolbox. So you're going to get the mini Intri-Cut die cutting and embossing machine. You're going to get our multi-purpose scoring board. You are going to get our corner and notch punch, and you are going to get a brand new Gina K Designs mini paper cutter, the guillotine paper trimmer. All right, so this is our card maker's toolbox, crafter's toolbox. Forget what we called it, but the name is here. The Starter Travel Tool Bundle is what it's called. So who's going to get it, Tom?
Woo! All right, going crazy here. Let's see, drum roll. This is going to be Linda Dalaba.
Yay, Linda! Woohoo! All right, Linda, this is coming to you. So I'll tell you at the end what everybody has to do to claim their prizes. All right, we have more prizes. Oh, Tom, we have a lot more prizes. I think I didn't tell you enough. All right. So this next prize is great for someone who's a little bit new to Gina K Designs. But here's what I'm going to tell you. If you win this prize and you already have these particular ones, you can tell customer service that you want 5 different ones. How's that for a deal? Okay? We are going to give away master layouts 1 through 5. So 5 master layout sets are going to somebody. Master layouts 1 through 5. Okay. If you already have 1 through 5, you can talk to customer service and they'll make sure you get some new ones that maybe you don't have yet. All right. So Tom.
Oh boy. Tiffany. The winner is JoJo Bean. JoJo Bean.
Yay! Congratulations, JoJo. All right, these are coming home to you, or maybe if you already have some of them, a few other ones will be coming home to you. All right, let me grab the next thing. Now, the next giveaway is, are you ready? Master Layouts 6 through 10. So if you already have 1 through 5 and you are collecting along with all of these Master Layouts videos that we're doing, maybe, just maybe, you're in the market for these. So let's see who's going to win Master Layouts 6 through 10. You ready, Tom? Tom's over there. I take a sip here. That's nice. Okay, you ready, Tom?
Here we go.
Okay.
Linda Littlepage.
Yay, Linda!
Littlepage.
That's awesome. Linda, congratulations. All right, these are coming home to you. All right, you ready? Here we go. The next prize is, okay, Master Layouts 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So somebody's going to win Master Layouts 11 through 15.
Insane.
It is insane, isn't it?
And the winner is Cathy Anderlini. Cathy Anderlini.
Cathy! Congratulations! Woohoo!
Crazy.
Well, I think you know what might be coming next. What's coming next is, let me get a pencil here. I need a pencil because we've got master layout 16, 17, 18, 19, and master layouts 20.
Oh,
and
yikes.
That hasn't been released yet. This is coming on April 8th, next Tuesday night, and somebody's going to win these 5 master layout sets, the final 5, not the final 5 forever, but the final 5 that we have available, the final 4 plus the brand new one that's coming out next Tuesday. I'm so excited about this one. Oh, you're so pretty. Okay, who's going to get it?
Here we go. The winner is Valencia Brown. Valencia
Yay,
Brown.
Valencia! Congratulations! I know you want me to turn this over, but I'm not gonna. Tuesday night, it's coming. Okay, so we've got three more prizes. 2 more and then the grand prize. So the next one is, let me take it out here. I'm not taking this out of the box, but it is the Gina K Designs Intri-Cut die cutting machine. Somebody's gonna win their very own Intri-Cut. Here it is. Okay. You might as well put me on the center screen, Tom, because I can't even lift this thing.
Ready?
Yes.
Oh boy. And the winner is Angela Fenton. Angela
Yay,
Fenton.
Angela! Congratulations, Angela. Woohoo! All right, Angela, this is coming to you. Ugh. Okay. And then for the final regular prizes, we have got, oh my gosh, 48 Gina K Designs dye ink pads. So these
Yikes.
are all of our single color ink pads, and they're all coming home to one lucky winner. The whole collection of single colors. This one doesn't include the packs of 3 or any of our pigments or amalgam inks, but look at all of these juicy, gorgeous, brand new ink pads, including our new colors. So somebody's going to win all of that. How's that look? Doesn't that make it look better?
Yikes.
All right, who's going to get them?
All right, our drummer's getting tired here. And the winner is Maxine Olson. Maxine
Yay,
Olson.
Maxine! Congratulations! Okay, now we have a grand prize here for one lucky winner. And before we do that, let's just go to the front shot. Because once again, really this party is all about you. I feel very blessed to have 200,000 YouTube subscribers. It took 16 years to get here. And, I'm just one company, so I'm just floored. I am just literally floored that you guys show up for me the way you do. I'm so grateful. Tom is so grateful. We're so grateful that you've supported our small business. I'm Mom, he's Pop, and we just appreciate you all so very much. And we hope that you've had a lot of fun tonight, and we hope that you've enjoyed this kind of back and forth that Tom and I like to do sometimes. Tom making a card, me being inspired by him. I think we were all a little inspired by Tom tonight. So Tom, thank you so much, because, this wouldn't happen without you. Also, thank you
Great
to
fun.
my kids, Alicia and Rena, my girls. They've been such an integral part of Gina K Designs, from Alicia's beautiful stencils that she creates for us month after month, and beautiful stamp sets along the way, and Rena's YouTube videos, and her beautiful stamp sets, and her, just funny sense of humor when she goes live with me. And boy, I don't know what I would do without them, and they've been so helpful in helping us build our business and helping to connect with all of you. Again, we're so grateful. We appreciate you all so much. You're here week after week, and that doesn't go unnoticed. So we just wanted you to know that this party was really all about you, and we will continue to be here for you and with you week after week, and all I can say is thank you. Now, I do want to tell you a couple things that are happening this week. So Thursday, we're going to be moving on to our next Master Layouts video in our series. Last week, we did our mini slimline Master Layouts 7, and this week, we're going to be moving into our 5x7 Master Layouts 8. And this one I'm really excited about because a lot of you really like making bigger cards. And even the card inspiration that you see, if you're not a 5x7 card maker, you can use all of these same tips and tricks that you're going to see in Master Layouts 8 video with your Master Layouts 1 and 2, because you can just make these cards a little bit smaller. So the ideas are going to translate into A2 cards as well. So we hope you'll join us for that. And then Friday, I get to go live with my friend Heidi Krall from Simon Says Stamp. She is Simon's mama, and I'm going to be over on the Simon Says Stamp YouTube channel, and we are going to be doing a little bit of a deep dive into the Intri-Cut, and I'm going to be showing you some really fun techniques that you can do that you may not have seen, or you may have seen on my channel, but you may, it's kind of nice to have them all together. And we're also going to explore some of the 3D embossing folders and how to make those work well with the Intri-Cut, and also how to use the silicone mat. So that's coming on Friday, but it's going to be on the Simon Says Stamp YouTube channel. I'll share it here on my YouTube channel and also in our Facebook group and on our Facebook page. So we hope you'll join us on Friday for that. I don't have the time yet, but all that information will come out as soon as I have those details. So I'm excited. And then next Tuesday night is our brand new release. We've got so many cool stamp and die bundles. I have 3 stamp and die bundles all by myself. We don't have a kit this time because I have 3 stamp and die bundles that you're going to love. One of them, is it 3 or 4? I don't even know. I think it's 3, and one of them has coloring stencils, and I know you're just going to love it. We also have our very first layering stencil set that has a coordinating die, and I know you're going to love that too. Plus, our illustrators have amazing stamps and dies to share with you, and of course, we're going to have the brand new Master Layouts 20. Which brings me to the grand prize. So are you ready to show them the graphic for the grand prize, Tom?
The graphic for the grand prize.
Do we have that? Yeah, there you go. You're going to get the entire April 2025 Gina K Designs release. You're going to get all of the stamps, all of the dies, and all of the stencils that are new to that release. Now, you won't be getting the ones from the old kit because everybody got that kit, but you're going to be getting everything that's brand new. So I think there's probably at least 9 or 10 stamp sets, 9 or 10 coordinating die sets, stencils, coloring stencils. Just, it's going to be a huge package, and you're going to get it all, including both brand new incentive sets and the coordinating die sets for those. You're also going to get the new polyglaze sheets. So the whole thing is coming to you, and let's see who wins the grand prize. You ready?
Okay, does the winner have to make a ton of cards and post them right away?
No, we're not going to put any pressure on the winner.
All right, well then, here we go. No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure, pure fun.
Come on in, Tom. You got to be in the scene on this too.
You won't know where to begin, but you will. Okay, here we go.
Can you get in the picture?
There I am.
There you are. Okay.
Woo!
All
Okay. Big timpani now. Here we go. Grand prize. And the winner is Crystal Roca. Crystal Roca!
Yay, Crystal! Congratulations, Crystal. You're getting the whole release. Well, everybody, this was so much fun. And once again, thank you all so much for being here and showing up for us and helping us celebrate 200K on YouTube. Such an exciting time for us. And we're so grateful. All right, everybody. Well, whatever you're doing this weekend, we hope it's a great one. Actually, it's only Tuesday. I kept thinking it was Thursday. I'll be back here with Tom on Thursday for the next episode of Master Layouts 8. And until then, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you all so very much. And we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.